And we're back with more Trials of Mana. We just arrived at Paloport, and we're heading to Laurent in order to discover the whereabouts and condition of the Windstone. Which Lise should totally already know, given that she literally lives there, but if you need me, I'll be here. Alright, we're done talking to the townsfolk and stealing everything not nailed down. That way we can just kind of get to the point. That point being right over here, in fact. It can be a little confusing to navigate the first time you play the game because it's kind of disjointed and it's kind of hard to see where everything interconnects. But there's some stuff later in the game that makes it so the world seems a little more cohesive. So, generally speaking, I have the broadest sense of a general interconnectivity between the different nations and such. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get there. So, of course, the first thing you do is explore the dead ends. So here's our buddy, little cactus. Boom. I'd like a 10% discount at shops. I'll take any discount. And a beautiful ocean view. That's an impressive draw distance. I don't know if that's a background asset or if that's actually, like, land. Looks like it's a background asset. I'm gonna guess it is. It'd be easier to have every world, like, not world, but area sectioned off like that.
Senosa meadow in the mountains. Be careful. The mountains are full of dangerous creatures. We'll meet up with the rest of your friends soon. Careful!
Whoops. I got a little overzealous in my approach.
Okay.
These guys can be a little annoying. I don't know if it's the needle beaks, but one of the enemies around here can cast Petrify. And while it's easy enough to heal from, it's essentially a death sentence if all three of your party gets hit by it at the same time. Honestly, this is one of those areas that benefited greatly from the third dimension. And everything around here is wind elemented, as you might have guessed, meaning that now that we have Gnome's magic, we can do some serious damage.
Get hurt in these mountains. Everyone, please be careful where you step.
This is pretty much a clear-cut path, Lise. I think the Copper Knight's one of the few enemies who isn't in Divinity. Wow. Well, talk about overkill, Angela. It's pretty good XP. If you haven't had the chance to grind it out, this is not a bad place. Really on the warpath over there, aren't you? Which is good. We're pretty much on point for where we want to be for this. You know, just a tiny bit ahead of the enemies. That is how I do RPGs. I don't like fair fights. I like unfair fights. Things that give me every advantage in the world. Let's go ahead and hand these out. I literally cannot raise Lisa's strength. As you see, it will just not let me put any more in. Which is fine. And you'll see why that is soon. We're actually getting to a very important moment. Yeah, we should start getting her towards her wind magic. And a move her to getting intelligence. Alright. Not every level is just one stat point. It actually changes depending on what level you're currently at. I think it varies a little bit by character. Let him get that out of his system. What? That was clearly outside the marked range. I played Final Fantasy XIV. I know how this works.
How has the Citadel fared against the thieves' invasion?
Well, we can check by going that way, but I'm actually going to...
Are you okay? Oh, no. Do not... We should work together to defeat them!
I was trying not to talk over her, and then the battle ended up causing her to cancel out of the conversation.
I think we're getting stronger.
Sorry, Lise. I don't mean to shut you down like that. This cave is going to be really important soon. No, not this cave. Different cave. A cave is going to be very important soon. I totally can navigate this world, you guys. Is what you're talking about. Now, in the Super Nintendo game, it's actually scaled a little differently because you level up a lot slower. So we'd probably be closer to level 10-ish by this point. And thus, something that we actually kind of get to do as an assumed benefit is something of an Easter egg. That's the cave in question, and that actually goes someplace entirely different. Yeah. So I'm just going to show this off real quick, and we'll actually head to where we need to go. Renaming these things on a whim. Gustal. Yep, those strange face statues just have a constant stream of wind generated from them. And you cannot pass them. Oh, hey, zombies. We actually could have encountered some of these guys on the Golden Road had we gone that direction at night. The biggest threat they really pose is that they can poison us, but even then, Charlotte can literally shrug that off with Twinkle Rain now. Whoops.
We should continue on our journey as planned.
Found a little cactus. Find me 2 more times. Anyway, we actually can't proceed very far here because of this.
Why can I not enter?
Why? Because the story isn't ready for us. You think I'm being cheeky, but I'm really not. Well, I guess I am a little bit, but it's more literal than you might think. At any rate, now we can actually go where we're supposed to be going. Of course, we have to kill a few enemies, but that's not going to slow us down much.
The area is clear of threats. We have earned a rest. Okay.
Nice.
I think we're getting stronger.
Alright. Once we deal with these guys, we're pretty much in the clear. Nothing good. Just spitballing here. I just don't think we'd enjoy the process very much. Alright.
Oh no. These are some Nosa flowers.
Which I believe is just the word for sleepwalking. But that's fine.
Huh?
Now,
where am I?
It's the second time the plot's moved forward by us being put on our backs.
Captain, thank goodness. This is our secret base. We have been preparing the remaining Amazon forces since Navarro attacked the Citadel.
Oh.
We chased after the kidnapped prince during the Navarlan assault, but unfortunately we stumbled into the Somnosa meadow and succumb to the sleep spores.
Which was
Once
also
the wind
part of the
blew
Nevarlan
spores
attack.
away, we awoke to a cold trail and the citadel burning in the distance. We have failed you and Prince Elliot.
Please, I am simply happy that you are alive.
Thank you, Your Highness. Once your companions are awake, please come to the meeting room. Everyone wishes to see you, Captain.
Looks like she's the sleepy one here. I forget how they explain away trusting you implicitly if you come here without Lee's. I'll have to play through the game again. Oh no, wouldn't that be a shame? Just have to play through one of my favorite games again. Careful on the mountain passing, dizzy uphill. Strong bad. Free stuff. That's the best kind of stuff. Citadel Laurent is known to be impenetrable. It's surrounded by crags and harsh winds that protect it. If you're taking it will not be an easy feat. I do not know if you will succeed. If anyone else worried to have somebody with somnosis nearby, guess I finally got a good night's sleep, but come on. Actually, I believe they say that once you're exposed to the sleep spores, you actually develop an immunity to them afterward. We captured an agent in the meadow. He's behaving oddly. I do not know. The Nevarlans managed to take the Citadel in his state. Hi. Okay, buddy, if you say so. There'll be a tactical meeting regarding your next move in that room there. This is one of those instances where a 3D map would have gone a long way. Come on, Square-Enix, if Doom can do it, you guys can do it. You're just being lazy. I also say that as someone who has gotten lost in Limsa Lominsa more than once.
Your Highness, I am so pleased to see you well.
Please, do not strain yourself.
I am fine, child.
How can we take the Citadel from the thieves who have it overrun? A frontal attack would easily be rebuffed by Navarro. Is there any way?
Forgive me, I am a mere caretaker. I never learned tactics or strategies of war. Wait. We should consult with the sage Dom Perry. He may have wisdom to impart upon us.
Dom Perry?
I really don't like this aside.
Back when the world was waging war on the Dragon Lord and his unstoppable forces, Dom Perry advised the Hero King on strategy, which led Valsena to victory.
Where can we find this tactician?
Not really a
It
tactician.
is difficult to locate. Dom Perry is Koropokkur. They are small, reclusive beings that dwell in Rabbite Forest, south of Jan.
Then we must go and find him.
Can't someone else do
Please
this?
wait. The Koropokkur do not like larger folk such as us. You may not be able to...
Ah,
meet
so they're
them
casually
anymore.
racist.
So, what do we do?
Dom Perry may not agree to meet with you in your current forms. You must appear less human and more... Koropokkur-like. You must find the legendary Minor Mallet. Rumor has it that the item is in Byzer. With it, you could possibly pass for Koropokkurs.
Fun fact, the fan translation translated that word as Koropokkur, and was, I believe, the first time we in the West were introduced to the word, though it showed up in later Final Fantasies, including in Final Fantasy XIV. So see, I'm not going off on tangents, it's all interconnected. Now, I'll be honest, this is just a fetch quest. This is literally nothing but a time sink.
Hey, this way.
That was not the voice I expected. Also, there's a little thing over here. Now, that's actually the seal of Laurent, but they don't tell you that here. For some reason, I remember little cactus being in this area. Am I going crazy? Watch, I'm gonna walk right past him and then someone in the comments will be like, yeah, you stupid Snek. I'll double back for it. Oh no, there he is. I have the right idea, just wrong spot. You know, little cactus. One more and we get that shop discount. Alright, we should know what this is on site. Oh, hang on, free stuff. I'm like that dog from Up, I just get distracted easily.
Is that Bon Voyage's cannon?
Oh, you know my cousin? The name's Merci. Nice to meet you.
These puns are getting insufferable.
Will this cannon reach Baiser?
But of course. Are you ready?
So, you don't have to necessarily walk all the way back to Palo Port and then take a ship back. They literally give you the shortcut. Which is the least they can do, since, as said, this is literally filler. I forgive it because it's not terribly long or grueling, and you don't have to do anything that's, like, super complicated. But yeah, this is still just a fetch quest.
Where can the minor mallet be?
We know the answer to that already.
Try that night market we keep hearing about?
Ah, they literally just hit that nail on the head.
Perhaps we should wait in the inn until then.
Actually we could stand to top off our MP. I suppose that's not a terrible plan. I was just going to use the Dream Read, but your plan's good too.
Welcome.
You know, just to top off the tanks. Yep, there are 7 days in the week starting with the Mana Holy Day. And depending on day of the week and time of day, certain elements become slightly stronger. But it's a pretty minor buff. I don't think you'd really notice a difference if you didn't know that was already a thing in the game.
Oh, welcome. Looking for something in particular? I always wanted to set up shop like this. Running a shop isn't as fun as I thought. Well, enjoy your doodads. I think I'll go take a nap.
Having worked in retail myself, I sympathize with that. The Minor Mallet.
Yahoo! We got the minor mallet and we're ready to go! Let's be off to Rabbite Forest and find the Koropokkur village.
Don't suppose we can get a ship to Jad, can we? I'd hate to go all the way down the Golden Road again. Ah, yes, they do give you a shortcut. I think this is a little more merciful than the original, or I could just be remembering it wrong. It's not my favorite part of the game, so... Not that it's in any way difficult, and as said, they do some things that make it a little simpler for you.
Managed to find the minor mallet.
Originally the Midge Mallet in Secret of Mana.
Find Dom Perry.
I'm gonna blow you all away with my acting abilities.
You know, if I didn't have a voiceover for that, I would not have been able to read that. blow you all away, strong bad. Yeah. As we saw in one of the cutscenes, there's actually a treasure over here we can get. If I can finagle my way over to it. There we go. So, do we know where the Koropokkur village is? We do, actually. I pointed it out to you the first time we went past it. But you may not have realized that's exactly what I was talking about. And you can be forgiven for not knowing simply because...
What will happen to you when you use the miner mallet, Charlotte? Sorry. To start with, we might use you inside a flower bud. What do you mean? This is that small. Just make sure you don't...
that's funny.
You wish.
Yeah, Silktail's the stronger version of the rabbite.
Well fought. Okay.
Get it? Instead of a cottontail, it's a silktail.
Fewer threats. We have earned a rest.
Yep, the enemies do scale up a little bit at certain points in the story, so they're not the same weaklings they were when we first came through here. Even the enemies who are the same, like the assassin ants, are a little bit more leveled.
Area is clear of threats. We have earned a rest.
Maybe the enemies have been grinding in anticipation of the return of bothersome adventurers.
Victory is easy with reliable companions.
Alright.
Hostile entity! Be careful!
Whoops. Did I ever tell you guys about how I have basically no depth perception? It's great.
Well fought.
Of course you won.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it is kind of true. So, we're just going to head this way. I'm going to go ahead and top off at the statue, because I'm getting whooped by rabbites of all things. Which is funny, as I'm still a little higher level than I should be for the sake of the story event. Man, Angela's going scorched earth on them.
We should continue on our journey as planned.
Why am I even here if you guys are just going to do that? Anyway, we need to go this way.
For now.
Onwards and upwards. I'm just gonna go past them. And here we are. Remember that weird goblin statue? It's this thing. This thing marks where their village is.
Could it be?
No, Angela has the right of it. We're probably gonna lose Charlotte if we shrink down that small. A path appeared in the trees.
Will this actually make us smaller?
It sure does. Doesn't really make us look like Koropokkur, but, I mean, it does make us small. We just look like really small Koropokkur-sized humans. Or elves, in Charlotte's case. Koropokkur Woods. And don't worry, there's very little to actually steal here. There's no shops, and there's no reason to ever come back here again. This place literally serves as essentially a rest stop in the middle of a side quest. I don't like this place, can you tell?
You three do not look familiar.
Oh, we just moved into town. Lovely to make your acquaintance.
Is it just me, or does something about you smell human?
What do
Oh my!
humans smell
Human.
like?
I hitched a ride on a human to get here, so his stink must have gotten on me.
Uh-huh. It is hard to avoid those simple, stinky humans.
Just run him through, Lise.
Definitely. So do you happen to know where we can find Dom Perry the Sage?
How about you look for the fellow yourself?
Yeah, I guess that's an open invitation to rob the city blind.
If they've seen Dom Perry.
Careful you don't reveal that you're
Shush, fairy.
actually big folk.
No talk now, only stealing. I believe Little Cactus does show up on this map despite the strange logistics behind it. Then we can even splash around in the water a little bit. Fun stuff. Guess we should do our business here and be done, because, again, we never have to come back. And since there's no shops or anything here, there's literally no reason to, so... I'm gonna skirt the outline, and we're gonna make sure we steal everything. And we'll call it a day here. Hey, Angela. Koropokkurs just live in the middle of the forest. How do they avoid monster attacks? Maybe the monsters resent them as much as I do. Can't rule it out. It's not impossible. I do like the flowers are actually, like, huge in comparison to us. I actually, for all my complaining about this place from a story-based perception, the fact that the devs went to make this place so nice and interesting really says a lot, especially as this place was actually very dull in the original. Hi. Saw Dom Perry walking outside a moment ago. I climb on your mushrooms because I can. Or maybe I can't. In one of the houses you can. I think there's a treasure chest up on top of one of them. You gave me the ability to jump, I'm gonna use it, that's all I'm saying. Especially in an RPG where the repercussions for doing so are very rarely come back to bite me. Hi. Dom Perry, to know, he's not here. Oh my, yes, this is super annoying. Perfect for these annoying little things. I know the joke is kind of played out about RPG heroes being kleptomaniacs, but it's like, there's kind of some merit to it on the grounds that they really do just barge into people's houses and steal everything. Dom Perry, I was warning he was out in the square. I think we're stealing. Those are the two I saw earlier. Talk to him. Dom Perry is usually out taking a walk around now. Okay. I mean, you can get your steps in, but it still doesn't cover very much ground. That's a short joke. Speaking of short jokes, everything is humongous. Look. Now, you might be wondering if the little cactus might be hidden in some of these flowers. I actually don't think he is. He's usually hidden in a place that's fair. They're not going to Where's Waldo it and just have tons and tons and tons of redundant information blocking him or something. Dom Perry's probably out. Yeah, because he's dumb and annoying, and I hate him. Okay, Dom Perry, where's Dom Perry? Let's get this stupid punchline over with.
Hey, Dom Perry is not here.
Of course he is. I am he.
What? But I asked if you knew where he was.
When you asked, I was taking a turn around the village.
You were standing
I did not
perfectly
know
still,
where I
old
would
man.
be at any one moment.
What a horribly stubborn man. I suppose that is one way to look at it.
Angela's looking at him like, if only I had fire magic.
Youngin'?
Actually, we came for advice, Dom Perry. We heard that a horde of mice invaded a Koropokkur homestead near the Kingdom of Laurent. We figured that you might have an idea of how to help the other Koropokkurs. Please, share your wisdom.
Angela's a bit better at bluffing than Lise is.
My, that is dreadful. Laurent, you say? Oh, I have an idea. First, you must locate the wind elemental, Sylphid.
Great Sage. I do not know how Sylphid would be able to help us, what with the wind statue that blocks our progress.
Ah, is that so? Wind is an ever-changing element. But as the world's mana power ebbs, there may be those who have found a way to twist Sylphid's powers for ill.
What?
No, duh.
The
We know
wind
that.
is restless. Something may have befallen the statue. Regardless,
Hint, hint.
listen well to what I have to
Literally,
say.
it's just a doorstop in order to get you on this stupid fetch quest.
From one of the mountain paths in Laurent is the entrance to Gust Hall, a dangerous wind labyrinth.
The place I showed you before.
You can traverse the hall by changing the directions of the wind statues to create a path. The rest is up to you. The Windstone can be found deep within. There, you may also find Sylphid.
He's not joking about deep, it's right next to the boss chamber.
Can spread the sleep spores from the Somnosa Meadow throughout Citadel Laurent to incapacitate the Navarre agents.
Wait. You knew we were not Koropokkur the whole time?
We don't look anything like them.
It was obvious. If you were Koropokkur, you would have known that this is the only settlement of our kind in the whole world.
And here you should remain, so I can burn it all down at
Tell
once.
that you have a fairy within you. We Koropokkur can see that you are her chosen one with a single glance. I
How
am
convenient.
not fond of humans myself, but I know that if fairy is here, the world is in dire peril. We cannot turn a blind eye.
I hate you and all of your gnome people.
Early. I just cannot help myself. Oh, there is no greater joy.
You know, we really should just use the mallet right here, and then just go Godzilla on these little... Yep. It's not worth it. We're done here. We're out. Never have to come back again. Peace.